And that bakery was really the epicenter of Haarlem, not just on the crossroads of the whole place, but really a focal point for everybody coming out of church. And go visit there on a Sunday. It really is a fantastic place to go see and to taste the cake. So this is my version of a carrot cake, but I'm going to do it with candied carrot and an almond tuile. First of all, you get some carrots and then mix that with ice and sugar, some wholemeal flour, because I think it has a nice earthy, rustic taste. Next in goes rapeseed oil, a couple of eggs, dark brown sugar, pecan nuts, sultanas, and mixed spice. And this is the simplicity of this cake. It really is all in one. And if you follow the recipe, i.e. get the quantities right, you kind of can't go wrong. Grease and line a tin with parchment paper and pour in the cake mix. So with the mixture, you just tap it so it gets into the corners. Then bake this about 170 degrees centigrade, 350 Fahrenheit, gas 4, for about half an hour. While that's in the oven, I have a fun garnish to make, candied carrots. It's basically sugar, water and butter. Throw in some baby carrots and a pinch of salt. The water evaporates and the butter, sugar and salt emulsifies and turns into a sauce, and it glazes the carrots. So we're going to cook this for about 8 minutes. But that's not all. I'm also making praline tuiles. Melt the sugar in a pan, add 100 grams of flaked almonds, and then pour the praline onto a baking tray to cool. Now what I'm trying to get with this is a nice cylinder of praline, and to do that you need a square template. Once you've cut this out, blitz the praline into a fine powder. Sprinkle a layer of it over the template to create perfect rectangles. Then pop them in the oven for just a few minutes to melt. The cooked cake looks very similar to Alaya's, but I'm not going to use icing to decorate. Now the carrots will help it keep it nice and moist, but what she did also was put some pineapple in there, which would really help. But I'm going to use some of this. This is just caramel and orange juice mixed together in a nice little syrup, which we could just drizzle over the top. Now the praline tuiles should be ready to roll. Just peel them off the baking sheet and set them over a rolling pin to create a cylinder. You take the sugared carrot, pop it inside. If you thought that was the tricky bit, this is. Instead of frosting, I'm using plain cream cheese, which will cut through the sweetness. Carefully place a spoonful inside the tuile. Finish it off with a drizzle of the syrup from the carrot pan. And there you go. A carrot cake into a restaurant dish. Now, although the presentation is very different, the thing about carrot cake is it's going to taste the same, and it works really well with the orange syrup. It's nice and moist, it tastes delicious.